Hello, Discover and Recover Yoga team. It is an outdoor practice for me today. I just couldn't resist. It is an absolute top 10 weather day here in the central part of Indiana, Circle City, the crossroads of America. I think my shirt says a lot. You are here where you belong. You are where you belong. For today's session on Wednesday, the 20th of September, 2023, 2013. I welcome everybody. Questions, comments, feedback, you can put them in the chat. I'll make sure I look at them before I get out of here. I'm outdoors. There's elements to my, would be your right, my left is a road, a divided highway. It's still in a residential area. There's a horse farm across the street, but yet cars go by. I couldn't get my earbuds to sync for so I could hear from you guys if there's any questions. And we begin. Hopefully for this practice, this is a little curveball, is that you have a strap, a necktie, something that doesn't stretch. So I'm going to give it, just pause a moment or two while you can hopefully find something that doesn't stretch. And while we're, well, in that position, in that mode, I'll wait till I come back so I can tell you this week's theme and how it, what what's the theme for this week. And I try to begin each week with a theme to go along with the classes. And this is, okay, hopefully you got a strap, you got an old necktie, even a belt, but the longer the better in some cases. Connection to source, to our higher selves, connection to friends and family, our colleagues, or those we do extracurricular activities with. So here's my mantra around that: stronger connections build stronger communities. And Lord knows, going forward with whatever takes place as these months unfold, we need stronger communities. So welcome to Discover and Recover Yoga on Wednesday, the 20th of September, 2023. We're going to be in lying down. I'm telling you guys where I'm at right now with the sun in the west coming into its setting position. This feels really, really good. The grass giving me a kind of a nice, comfortable support. Mother Earth. Feeling the backside of my body fully supported by the mat and the earth. For you, maybe if you're outdoors, you can find that comfortable position, mat on the earth. Indoors, same thing, be comfortable. Ideally, the mat is on a hardwood or hardened surface, a hard surface other than carpet and carpet pad. But if that's the case, no worries. And as I'm outdoors, the elements, including ants and little bugs, gnats flying around and on me and on the mats, just part of life on life's terms, right? So as you connect to your physical body in this lying down position, start to bring the awareness and the connection to the breath. Start to notice deepening of the inhales and lengthening of the exhales. So here's an opportunity, if you'd like, to flutter the lips. You know, maybe even let a sigh. Everybody's muted, so it won't be heard on the recording. So please, you could sigh it out. I've got a student, actually, he's in the session after this. He's been diagnosed with Parkinson's. I think this is year 3 or 4. And when they do certain poses, certain yoga postures, and the exhale is included, they make a sound. In cat cow, they make a moo for cow, and they make a meow for cat. So I'm going to encourage you to see how this feels as you just breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Okay, the next inhale, Let's do this. Reach the arms overhead. Let's find morning stretch here. Well, whatever time you're watching this, maybe it is in the morning. Shoulders are soft with ears, toes and fingers get some movement, wrists and ankles as well. Now let's find the high skull in the morning stretch. In up to really lengthen. On the exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Ooh. First bind, supine bind. I'm going to suggest you maybe rock side to side. Ooh. Maybe even front to back. If that's the case, you tuck the chin towards the chest. Ooh. Okay, eventually, I'm going to lower the soles of the feet to that. No, I'm not. I messed it up. Draw the thighs in. Arms come out like wings. Knees to the right, gaze is left. Knees to the right, gaze is left. Check in with the breath. I'm sorry. Kind of forgot about just transitioning us to nostril breathing, but encouraging you to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose as we hold for 4. Connecting to the spinal twist for 3. It's almost there for 2. Now 1, come back to center. I'm going to suggest you rebind. For me, I like to lift the shoulder blades and the back of the head off the mat for just a bit. Eventually returning them, noticing the distance between my thighs and my core. Partner Paul has been working on this with me. Arms out like wings, knees left, gaze is right. Notice what you notice as the breath flows like water. Thank you, Rolf Gates, for that dialogue. Let the breath flow like water. Rolf Gates, R-O-L-F, Gates is the name, spelling is suggest you know it. Former Army Ranger, turned yoga teacher and meditation teacher, and an amazing human being. As we hold for 4, I get to leverage. I get to grab onto earth, grab onto the grass to deepen my twist just a bit for 3. Here we go for 2. Nice. Now on 1, come back to center. Rebind. You know what a fan I am of that prefix RE. Okay, here we go. Discovering yoga and recovery people. Right, left leg goes long. I've got the strap wrapped around the ball of my right foot. As I extend the right leg towards the ceiling, towards the sky, I've got either end of the strap into either hand. Hello, right hamstring. So I'm going to be mindful of that, that strap right just at the key component, the key ball of the foot. You can flex that left foot, glue the left calf to the mat as a reminder to keep that left leg engaged as we hold for 3. That's nice, almost there for 2. Now 1, I'm going to gently, slowly release that right leg, both ends of the strap into the right hand. That right leg goes right, the gaze is left. Right leg goes right, gaze is left. Inner thigh. You might sense that the left butt cheek is lifted just a bit off the mat. Just notice that. Just notice this position. Notice how the breath is flowing as we hold for 4. You guys breathing into that for 3. Here we go for 2. Now 1, I'm gently bringing the leg back to neutral. Transitioning into the left hand, I go as the right arm comes out like a wing. Right leg floats to the left. IT band. Hello. Any runners aware of this? Ooh, can feel that. Hello. We'll hold for 4. Continue to let the breath flow. Here we go for 3. Almost there for 2. Now on 1, I'm going to suggest you bring that right leg back to center. Both ends of the strap into either hand. On the exhale, peel the shoulder blades and the back of it off of the mat. Oh, recommit to that left foot. So I'm bringing my forehead towards my shin or my chin towards my shin. Might walk up that strap a little further as we hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Now let's release the shoulder blades and the back of the head. Bend that right knee, release the strap. Right leg goes long. Left leg, left foot, left leg is engaged now. So the ball of that strap is on the left foot. Engaged with either end of with this strap. Right leg is, right foot is flexed, right leg is engaged. Beautiful. We'll hold here for 3. Going energy through that right heel, almost there for 2. Now, guess what? On 1, yes, both ends of the strap into the right hand, that into the left hand. Left leg goes left, and right arm goes right. Oh, hello. Gosh, I need to cut the grass. Here we go for 4. Recommit to that right heel, breathing into that for 3. Here's 2. Now, when we're coming back to center, as you reach the apex, we switch both ends of the strap into the right hand. Left leg goes to the right, gaze is left. Now I get to grab onto Mother Earth with that left hand. Gives me a little leverage as I'm trying to draw the left side body to the mat. As we hold for 4. You guys breathing into that for 3, recommitting to that right leg. Almost there for 2. 1, left leg comes back to center. Both ends of the strap into either hand, and let's peel the shoulder blades of the back of it off of the mat. I get to let my leg block out that sun, but a beautiful sun it is as we hold for 4. Maybe come up a little higher for 3. You're breathing into that for 2. Not 1. Breathe. Let's release the shoulder blades in the back of the head. Yeah. Strap goes to the side. Let the legs and the arms go wherever the heck you want them to. But eventually, inhale, we're relaxing. Exhale, draws both knees in. Oh. Side to side rock might feel kind of good. Front to back. But however you want to find your way to seated. However you want to find your way to a seated posture. So strap is still nearby, relatively nearby. So Sukhasana, happy pose. If legs crossed doesn't work well, you can certainly uncross the legs. Just draw the legs forward, come onto your knees if you're okay with sitting on the knees, hips to heels, butterfly pose, or let the legs come out straight. I may have mentioned that already. We'll sweep the arms wide. On an exhale, it's just a gentle forward fold. Doesn't matter where you end up. Once again, I get to use the leverage of Mother Earth in my bald head. Maybe a little side to side sway. Options now, all 10 fingertips to that right side. I'm going to see if I can get that core to kind of hover over this right shin, right cat, right thigh. My left hip wants to pop a little bit, so I'm going to be mindful to see if I can stretch through that. We'll hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Now 1 back to center. All right, to the left side we go. It is my right side. So mirroring you guys as we hold for 4. So I get to use this grass for leverage. Keep going for 3. Almost there for 2. When you're back to center, walk the hands in towards your midline. Call it heart space. Yeah. I'm just checking at the heart. All the good stuff emanates. Kindness, compassion, empathy, tolerance, patience, forgiveness, but ultimately love emanating from that heart center. And back to the idea of building stronger connections to help build stronger communities. At work, at home, extracurricular activities, just those reach outs. One of my favorites, those who are familiar with me, is the pen to paper. A note in the mail, a card in the mail, a letter, just bypassing text messaging or emailing, and just a couple, 3 or 4 paragraphs. For me, I'm a writer. I mean, I just go up one side of the page, the card down there, and sometimes I flip it over to the back. Speaking of flipping, I'm going to simply uncross and recross the legs. So if you were sitting cross-legged, I'd like you to place for me, it's the less dominant shin on top. It looks like my left foot is my right shin. Arms will lift, and we're going to forward fold from here. So it may feel the exact same for you. You may have some different sensation. We'll just honor that. It's much different for me on this side. But again, it's the forward fold, reaching as far as you can to the front edge of the mat. Now take all 10 fingertips to the right side, please. Hello, left side. Now come through center. All 10 fingertips to the left side. Bugs are coming. Here we go. And then back to center. Walk the hands into your midline. If there's a purpose and idea, maybe there's around stronger connections, stronger communities. Yeah, please, however you want to find your way onto hands and knees. I'm just going to uncross the legs. Coming onto hands and knees. Inhaling for cow. Exhale for cat. Go 4. Move 3. 2. Last one. Pause your big toes to touch. Draw the knees out wide. Child. So purposely drawing the hips back towards the heels. Coming into this was see me jumping into the child. So I'm sitting. I want you guys to come down. Get some V action. Hello, child's pose. Hopefully it feels good. Okay, we'll breathe into this for 4. There's 3. There's 2. Now on 1, you're back to coming back up to hands and knees. I hope your strap is still nearby. Toes tuck under, hips lift, first downward dog. Don't forget about moving the head. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. There's the tail wagging. You guys know that. Little hip shimmy. I'm going to step it out wide, come onto Mother Earth. My feet. Okay. Feet are back to hip distance. Tiptoes. Exhale, bend both knees. Let's walk the feet to the top of the mat, standing forward. Fold. Chin is in. You can sway. You can stay still. You can come up onto the tiptoes. You can rock back onto the heels. Maybe roll over to the right side, roll over to the left side. But please grab your strap and let's roll up the spine. Yeah. Mountain pose on the mat with the strap. Okay. So back up a bit. Strap is about hip distance. Necktie, old belt. So the longer the better, though, because we take the strap towards the sky. As you reach the apex, you're gonna have to start to spread open on the piece that you have, and then we lower to the low back. Big shoulder opens. And we're gonna reverse that. Come on up. And then return back to the lap, back to your hip. So pause here. All right, let's go one more time. We got 2 more of those. So lift up. Get to the top. Reach it out. Okay. All right. Last time. Here we go. Ooh. Feel that stretch. Beautiful. And then as you come back, we're going to pause at the top. Right hand low, left hand high. Right hand low, left hand high. And then back to center. Left hand low, right hand high. Back to center. One more time to the right. Back to center, to the left. And then back to center, and then please, just scratch go. A little wardrobe check. A little mountain pose check. Thinking about, we've talked for months now, the mitigating of that forward head tilt. Think about that beautiful alignment posture. See how the breath is flowing in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, the arms will go wide and high. Maybe a little tiny back bend. And then excellent swan dive, flat back, forward, forward. These from out of palm to shin for half lift. Exhale, fold it deep. All right, the suggestion is the right leg to the back of the mat. That right foot's going to anchor, and we're going to rise up to warrior 1. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this whole mat. I'm doing it right on the earth. First, leave this mat. Okay. So left foot is forward, right foot is back, feet on a railroad track. Right hip is attempting to track forward, left hip is attempting to bring it back, arms by ear. Heart is open. Length of as you exhale, back of the hands come together. So the backs of the hands come together, feeling that into the upper body. We'll hold for 3, almost there for 2. Now, let's release left hand front, right hand back, warrior 2. That might mean an adjustment. That's going to mean an adjustment of that left front foot. Warrior 2, inhale that right hand low, left hand high, exalted warrior. Maybe the gaze to the outstretched left fingertips, maybe the outer edge of the right toes. We'll hold for 3, breathing into that for 2. Now let's go ahead, come back to the warrior 2. Kind of got ahead of myself. Back to the warrior 2. Left forearm to left thigh, right arm up and over. So side angle, maybe extend this left arm out to meet the right, or the right arm out to meet the left. If you'd like to try that full version as we pull for 3. That's nice. Almost there for 2. Now let's release, frame that front foot. I like to lift that back heel. I'm going to bring this front foot back to meet the back foot. High push up, goes to low push up. Inhale, draws the heart through. We find up dog or cobra. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And again, another opportunity to bend the knees, explore, experiment in your downward dog. Inhale to the tiptoes. Exhale, bend both knees. Let's walk it to the top. Standing forward fold. Peace fingers to mat or earth. Palm to shins, half left. Exhale, please let it go, whatever it is. Guess what? I'm going to switch around, but we're going to have that left leg come back. Left leg come back. All right, anchor that left foot and rise on up, warrior 1 on this side. Now we're attempting to draw left hip forward and right hip back. The right leg is forward, left leg is back. And like that, as you exhale, bring the backs of the hands together. Backs of the hands come together. We'll hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Now here we go. We'll open up into warrior 2. So left hand back, right hand front, warrior 2. Okay. Let's exalt. Left hand goes low, right hand goes high. All is well. Hold for 3. We're breathing into that for 2. Going back out to the warrior 2, please. Maintain this posture. Right forearm, right thigh, left arm up and over. Okay, side angle on this side. Option is to bring the right arm out to meet the left. Otherwise, I'm keeping right forearm on the thigh. Hold here. Spin upper left ribs a little higher towards the sky, perhaps, for 3. That's nice. Breathing into that for 2. On 1, we're going to frame that right foot. You guessed it, right foot comes back to meet the back foot. High push-up goes to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, we're back to the downward facing. Guys. And I'm just going to do a little adjustment. I'm just going to move you guys in a different position. Hang on. Hold tight. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So, hang in here for just a moment, feeling the breeze. I'm going to tell you that the surface I have you guys on is not super steady. Hopefully it's not as strong. A stiff breeze comes by and knocks you guys over. So it's balance time. So we did this last week, I believe. I'm going to take my left foot to the center of your surface. For me, it's the earth. My right heels are going to touch my left toes. Already, I'm sensing the challenge because guess what? The earth is unsteady. Well, I suggest it is. Earth is not flat. Well, you know what I mean. So my position here, I'm feeling it and trying to find some equal weight on that back left foot and that front right foot. Again, I've got heel to toe alignment, super balanced, beam and the arms go high. And for me to gaze to the sky or close the eyes, for you guys to look at the ceiling, or if you're outdoors, gaze to the sky, that's going to close the eyes. That's going to check in with the central nervous system, kind of make it a little challenging. But eventually, let's twist it to the right. Left hand front, right hand back. And then back to center. Twist it to the left, please. Right hand front, left hand back. We'll hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Now back to center. All right, please let go. We release. Okay. On your mat, it's the right foot to the middle. The left heel's connected to the right toes. Ooh. All right, I'm going to back up a little bit. You see me? Ooh. And I'm having to select my spot And I'm on a little bit of a tiny little lean. This slopes backwards just a bit. Okay. Building the space. Yep. Hips staying relatively square to the top surface. Your arms come high. Check in with your gaze. We'll hold for 3. Nice. Super rooted. Dr. Peter Attia. He's really super impressed with the foundation that we build with our feet for 2. Down on 1. Right hand front, left hand back. Right hand front, left hand back. Long through those fingertips. We'll hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Now back to center. That's twisted to the right. Left hand front, right hand back. Here we go for 3. That's you guys nice. Almost there for 2. Now come back to center and please uncruise. It's Rex. Love Rexy, the puppy next door. Okay, friends. Mountain pose somewhere on the mat. And then making a light fist. We're going to begin ringing the temple bell. It's a Qigong move. Taking the light fist and just coming across the torso, low back, mid back. You might be at the lung level, you might be at the kidney level, and you might make that connection fairly strong, or maybe it's lighter as we go for 4. Twisting here, 3. There's 2. Last one, pause. Reset, realign, readjust. Hands onto the thighs. Let's slide the hands down the thighs, past the knees. Here we are. And what would look like maybe we've just finished the 50-meter dash. We're out of gas. Inhaling for cow. Standing cow. Exhale for cow. Shoulders stay soft. Throat stays soft. We'll go for 4. Here's 3. 2. Last one. Good job. Hang out here. And then when you're ready, begin the descent. You're just sliding the hands down the shins, coming to that standing forward fold. If you have a bind, me, I can grab the grabs. Some will grab the calves, maybe the Achilles tendon. Some will wrap the peace fingers around the big toes and see if we can find chest towards thigh. Eventually, let's release that. Walk the hands forward or the feet back to table. Once again to table, hips to heels, child's pose. Again, if you'd like to get full and rich and deep on an inhale here, wonderful opportunity to let that exhale be that release valve. Just again, a gentle reminder about Viktor Frankl, Austrian neuroscientist, author, lecturer. He's been gone since the late 50s, I believe, but one of his series was Between Stimulus and Response is Space. Between stimulus and the stimuli that we might experience is a plethora of things, and response is this void. And we often make that space really small. It's more of a reaction as opposed to a response. Not very thought out, not very mindful, unintentional in how we respond. So suggestion here is just remember, when you do get the bus pushed, when you get your triggers tripped, come back to that space. Let the space be move to a different part of your location. Take a deep breath, 3 or 4. Move the body, pen to paper. So let's come back up onto whatever. I'm on hero's pose. If it feels comfortable, to sink your hips towards your heels, like so. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can simply come up like this. If you have access to a blanket, a pillow, you can put it between the calves and your hamstrings. Oh, you know what? In our standing postures, I forgot to do the standing with the strap. So you know what, guys? Let's come back up to standing. However you want to get there. Come, you're outstanding in your field. Coming over here to grab my strap. And this is what I forgot to do in mounted boat. Strap goes under the ball of the right foot. Under the ball of the right foot. You can put the strap into either hand or in both hands, and I'm just going to lift this right leg. Now, once I find this stillness, and it's really tricky on the earth here, I'm going to start to extend that right leg. And that might mean I adjust on the strap a bit. If you come out of it like I just did, you just begin again. Just begin again. Be kind to yourself. Notice the words that are you're saying silently to yourself, or maybe even out loud. So, nice precursor to a head to knee position. We'll hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. All right, if you haven't come out, please come out of it. Ball of the left foot. Let's get to the ball of the left foot. Lift that left leg. Notice any differences, any nuances from left side to right side. Crown of the head lifts. I kind of dump into this. Let's take that left leg long. I've got a couple. Matter it. Start again. I come on this little incline. That's what I'm telling myself. I've got some students that will take both ends of that strap into the left hand and draw that left leg out towards the left. Right arm comes out like a wing. Got to mention that on the other side. We'll hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Now, everything comes back to mountain. Let go of the strap. And back onto the thighs. Walk them down the knees, past the shins, back to the standing forward fold. You know what? And let's just add a little yogi squat. Heel toe those feet out towards the edges. Coming into yogi squat. I'm going to have to lift the heels. Again, that incline. Actually, if it was the other way around, if my heels were higher than my toes, I could get the heels to the floor. So mindful of this yogi squat. We'll hold for 4. Breathing into that for 3. We're almost there for 2. Now, 1 right fingertips to the outside of the right knee, left arm to the ceiling. And then release, come back to heart center. Left fingertips, I get to grab Mother Earth. Right arm to the sky. Hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Now 1 back to center. Fingertips to the earth. Hips to the sky. Standing forward fold. Heel toe the feet back into center. Up onto the tiptoes, and then just coming back onto hands and knees. And then however you want to make your way onto your bum. Look to right leg hip, left hip, or cross, and you're seated. Just rolling around the grass here, guys. Feeling that? Arms will lift, and a seated forward fold. These gnats are all over the place. I think as the sun goes down, it gets nattier. So let's walk the hands up the outstretched legs. Let's go ahead and draw both soles of feet together, butterfly pose. And draw the heart towards the instep of the feet. You can use the elbows to coax those knees out wide. We'll hold for 3. Getting into that for 2. Now on 1, let's go ahead, come back up. And as you do so, start to lift the heels, lift the feet, and we'll find both toes. 4 workout. I get to kind of nestle my booty into the earth here. If I can find that position to hold for 4. Breathing into that for 3. Here we go for 2. Now 1, let's just go from side to side. Just little twists from side to side. I'm gonna have to move because my thumb was on something that wasn't very comfortable. Here's 5. 4, 3, 2. Last one, pause. And then please lower all the way down. So what I'm going to do is just guide you through Savasana for the next few minutes. And note that for me, I'm going to stay upright, taking nourishment because the bugs are kind of bad. Pretty natty. Get it? Nabby, natty. Somebody's nattily attired. This is G-N-A-T, nat. They're everywhere. So thank you for watching this at a later time. Thank you for being part of the Discover and Recover family, tribe, community. Again, stronger connections build stronger communities. So our own desire is that at some point we could connect face to face, in person, perhaps coffee, tea. So as you in that Savasana mode, I love the t-shirts and the bumper stickers, the coffee mugs. I'm only here for the Savasana. This is a time to just relax, release, let go. But eventually, let's gently bring some movement back to fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Move the head from side to side. An inhale is going to draw both knees into the chest. So there's you're on your back, your supine bind. Bind on your back. Hopefully it feels comfortable. You might rock and roll side to side, front to back, but if some will float to maybe the right side or left side, it'll feel like it'll actually is a fetal position. We call it a renewal posture. If you'd like to do that, otherwise just stay on your back is fine as we will individually collectively come to seated. So if you're on your side, you're just going to press up. If you're on your back, just rock and roll. I've come onto my knees. Maybe you have maybe you have butterfly pose. The traditional, like everywhere, traditional legs crossed and Sukhasana. So we draw the hands to the heart space. Thank you guys. Discover and recover. Spread the word. DNR. And we close in that traditional fashion. Please know the divine light, the teacher, and the spirit that dwells within me, and be with a bunch of gratitude. And hopefully, a mindset and a heart set towards connection bows to the divine light, the teacher, and the spirit within each and every one. Namaste. Namaste, guys. Be well. Yes. Thank you so much. Blessings.